Good Monday morning, good people. Welcome to our first village gathering of the week. I'm so happy to see you all here. I'm Christiana Gaudet. I am your tarot fairy godmother, and today we are here to begin the week with tarot. We'll do 3 cards for the collective and individual cards for those who request. So, if you'd like a card, just let me know. It's so good to see all of you. Today, okay, so not me 15 minutes ago on the internet furiously Googling how to actually pronounce this name. And my grandmother told my husband when she met him that he was pronouncing his name wrong. Like she was really into the pronunciation of names, but she was wrong about this. Apparently, if we're saying it the Czech way, it's Muha. If we're saying it the French way, it's Musha. This is what I learned today. All right. Nonetheless, this is the deck we're working with, and it's a deck I'm not familiar with. I got it in my recent tarot de-stash haul. Someone else de-stashed it, became my haul. All right. So let's get going. 3 cards for the collective. I would love to know what you think about. I would love to know what you think about this deck and also what you think about the cards for the week ahead. Yeah, RSDSS, beautiful Art Nouveau. Yeah, one of my favorite art forms. Oh, Trey, I've always thought this deck was pretty, but never bit the bullet and purchased it. Yeah, the lack of reversible backs is an issue for me, as you know. But here we are, 3 cards for the collective, starting with the Hierophant, the 9 of Cups, and the 4 of Pentacles reversed. I don't hate this for the week ahead. Like the Hierophant is one of those cards that can really go either way, whether we're looking at, is this a good thing or a bad thing? The Hierophant could really, it could be either. But if we see the 9 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles reversed, I feel like we're looking at true spiritual authority, the kind of spirituality that brings generosity, kindness, courage, and happiness and satisfaction. So this week, I think we want to figure out where authority really lies. Like if you're the authority, lean into your own authority. If you need an authority, a doctor, an attorney, a priest, whatever, go get that authority. Don't pretend to know what you don't know, and don't ask your neighbor if your neighbor isn't the authority. Beyond that, we are looking for generosity, community aid, coming out of the comfort zone, being willing to share, and all of that together. This is the card of wishes and wishes fulfilled. And in that it is a card of manifestation. I feel like in this moment, together, we can all envision a better future for ourselves and the collective. So let's do that. Oh, Jeannie, can I talk about the 4 of Pentacles reversed? Sure. I see the 4 of Pentacles reversed very much like the 6 of Pentacles upright. So instead of being like this, we're like this, right? Like, let's share, let's open. Let's come out of that comfort zone. Absolutely. All right. And of course, yesterday, Christians lit the 3rd candle of the Advent wreath, 3rd candle of Advent. And last evening, Jewish people were lighting the 1st candle of Hanukkah. So we got a lot going on right now. And of course, this weekend is the solstice, Yule, Saturnalia, whatever you like to call it. And so lots going on. And let's see what's going on in your world. Let's start over on Twitch. All right, hang on one second here. Okay, Dream It Possible. Did you want a card? Soulfire Angel, I see you. And I see requests from RSDSS and V365. So if you're on Twitch and you haven't put in a request, please do if you'd like a card. RSDSS, thank you for being a subscriber on Twitch. We really appreciate you. For your week ahead, we see the Seven of Pentacles reversed. And this is sort of a sign not to bang your head against a wall. If you're working on something and trying to make something happen and you're getting some progress, that's great. But if you're working on something and it's not moving forward and you're not finding any progress, don't bang your head against a wall. Give it a break or find a different approach. All right. And V365. Good to see you on Twitch. Here we go. Three of Wands reversed. You may be finding V365 that what you thought was going to shake out and what you thought was going to be the way forward is not. Like there may be a pivot, there may be a redirection, and that's okay. This week, allow yourself to pivot, allow yourself flexibility in order to pursue your success. RSDSS says, oh my God, literally that's what's happening. Yep, got it. Understood. And Dream It Possible over on Twitch, absolutely, here we go. Okay, not me not being able to know if this is a knight or a page. Looking at this, it sure does look like a knight. Hang on. This is what happens when you read with decks you don't know. No, this is a page. It's a page. Okay, good enough. All right, so Page of Swords. Dream It Possible. Page of Swords. So this week it is all about learning and communication, the powers of the mind. You're an intelligent person and your intelligence is going to really come in handy this week. Communicate well, learn well, be open to new ideas, new thoughts, and new ways forward because of that. Horse-drawn portrait, so good to see you. Thanks for being here, and thanks for your support. Here's a card for you, again, over on Twitch. We have, what the heck do we have here? We have the Lovers reversed. Horse-drawn portrait. It is really, really important to recognize that you get to choose. And I feel like there's some situation going on here where you're feeling or being told like you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice about how we do this, or you don't have a choice about who you do this with. I promise you, you get to choose. Other people may think you don't, but you're going to have to disabuse them of that notion. All right. Oh, Donna, love the cards and the cards for the collective. It's a beautiful deck. Very good. Okay. Here we go. Let's hop on over now to YouTube, where we see Carolina McMahon. So good to see you. Thanks for being a member and for using members only emojis. Five of Wands. Like, there's a lot of conflict. There's internal conflict. There's conflict with people around you. There's conflict trying to figure out what to do. However, when we think about the Five of Wands, we remember what comes after it, the Six of Wands, victory. This is conflict on your way to victory. Do not feel defeated, feel strategic. All right. Up next, we have Melissa. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years and for using members only emojis. Hello and happy Monday. Always great to see you, and thank you for a great reading yesterday. Yes, so good to connect with you. And for putting my mind at ease with both genuine caring and laughter. Yeah, that's what we need, for sure. For sure. It was so good to see you, and thank you so much. Starting your week today, Melissa, with the Queen of Swords reversed. It is so important for you to trust yourself. And in your workplace, there are people, well, really a person, like a person and a half, we'll say, who are really trying to get you to doubt yourself. Do not doubt yourself, not at work and not in general. Remember who you are and be comfortable with that. And honestly, if who you are makes other people uncomfortable, and you know who I'm talking about here, one specific person in your office, that's his problem, not yours. All right. TJ in GA, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. We're going to do you and your daughter. Hey, Kathy over on Insta. I see you. I'm coming to you in a minute. Okay. TJ and GA, here we go. TJ, we have the Four of Cups reversed. This week, make the best of situations. Don't wait for it to get better. Jump in now. It's as good as it's going to be. Make the best of it. And for your daughter, the Chariot. You are really finding ways to move yourself forward appropriately. Recognize the good work that you've done and how, yes, that does set you up for more good work, but that sets you up for life. So you're doing what you need to do. Okay, we're going to Instagram, then back to Twitch. Over on Instagram, we see Kathy Dodge Parker, usually watches on YouTube, found us on Instagram. So good to see you. This is the benefit of multi-stream. All right, Kathy, here's a card for the week ahead for you. We have the Page of Pentacles. This week, it's really about being grounded and practical. You want to make decisions and position yourself to your best advantage to create resources and to conserve resources. That's what you want to focus on this week. Over on Twitch, we have Soulfire Angel. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, Soulfire Angel, for the week ahead, we have the Nine of Swords. There is something going on either now or upcoming that is going to cause some worries, some concerns, some upset. Be prepared by recognizing that if there's nothing you can do, what can you do? You say a prayer, you do some magic, you send some energy, and you move on. Do not take on things that you can't do anything about. Do the spiritual work and let it be. And if there are real issues here for you yourself, focus on solutions and healing. And give yourself space for that. All right. Trey Cameron back on YouTube. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years and for using members only emojis. Here we go. All right, Trey, you get Death. But you know the cards well enough to not be afraid by this. And in fact, maybe to be enthused by this. This week, look for positive changes that are possible. Look for opportunities to create the changes that you know you need in your life. It's your sun sign card, same as me, right? Because we're both Scorpios, right? Right. Understood. So there you go. All right. Okay, who is next? We've got Caroline McLaughlin. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years and for using members only emojis. Tower reversed. So Caroline, I feel like there's some things you're going to deal with this week that you maybe have not been anticipating with joy that may turn out to be better than you thought they would be. Some difficulties here seem to be dissipating. So not terribly pleasant, but not as bad as you would have thought. Be encouraged by the idea that the worst may be behind you. Make sure, as many of you know, death is one of my favorite cards. Change and rebirth. Yeah, absolutely. Candy B, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. A card for the week ahead for you and Marlon, most certainly. Okay, here we go. Candy B. Ace of Cups reversed. Girl, this week you are not feeling the love. What's up with that? You may need to give yourself some love. You may need to do something to break a mood or to find some healing. Because we want this, right? And for Marlon, the Four of Pentacles. Well, maybe Marlon needs to let go some of this and give you some love. Seriously, I feel like Marlon right now is feeling like he doesn't have what he needs in terms of time, money, energy, whatever it is. So it's hard for him to share. But yeah, I think maybe you both need more self-love this week. I think Marlon needs to relax and you need self-love. There you go. There you go. All right. Oh, back over on Instagram, feedback from Kathy. Thank you. That definitely makes sense with all that's going on in my world right now. All right. Spunky Funky Me. Good to see you on Instagram. Here's a card for you. Two of Swords. This week, just really try to cultivate peace within yourself. If you have to make decisions, trust yourself to do that. And don't necessarily let other people ring in or influence you. Follow what you know to be true, not based on your emotions, not based on what other people say, but what you know to be true. There you go. All right. And back over to Twitch we go. We've got Sprite PNG. Good to see you. And you've got a specific question. So here's what we're going to do. On Mondays, I do a card for the week ahead, and I will do that for you, but then we're going to try to interpret it to answer your question. And your question is that you and your partner have issues with apartment management. Will they be resolved? Let's take a look and see. Okay, so here's your card for the week ahead, which is the Page of Pentacles reversed. And so there's a lot of ways that you're going to be feeling insecure. This is part of it. There may be financial issues. It may be that for other reasons, you're feeling like your home is threatened. The important thing is you don't want to come at this apartment issue or any other issue with a sense of insecurity or a sense of being threatened. At the same time, you need to know that your position is not strong. So you need to be kind, calm, and firm where you know you're right, and you may be able to turn this around. Good luck. All right. Revival of Venus, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. We have the 10 of Pentacles reversed. And I feel like this is really speaking to some issues in your family. And you have often been one to be the fixer of issues in your family. This week, I think you have to look at now and going forward. Where do you feel comfortable being that fixer, and where are you done? And it's okay to be done. Okay. Divyan Shamishra, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. And I understand that you've also asked for a card for N coming up, and I'll do both right now. Okay, so Divyan, for you, for the week ahead, we have the Lovers reversed. And I think for you, this is about healing from things that did not work out in the past and recognizing that you have to take charge of your life and make choices for your life. Now, for N, a card for N at your request. Here's that Page of Pentacles. It's been stalking us today. I think for you, N, this week is all about learning about practical realities. There's what you want and there's what's possible. Figure out what's possible. That's what's important. Okay. Back over to Instagram. We've got Anka K. That's Anna K over on YouTube. So good to see you. A card for the week ahead. I love this for you. You get the star. This week, you get the star. This is about healing. This is about wishes and wishes fulfilled. This is about your own ability to manifest. This is about healing. This is a really good card for you, and I know you've been going through it recently. So I'm very happy to see this for you, Anna. Yay. All right. Donna DiStefano, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Okay. Greetings to the village and the fairy tarot godmother. Got it. Greetings back to you. May I please have a card right? So you're taking a long journey. And yesterday we said you should watch out for speed traps. So you are. That's good. That's good. We're glad to see that. Okay. So for the week ahead, we have the Six of Pentacles reversed. So in this journey that you're taking, I'm imagining you're going to see some people you haven't seen in a while. Some of them may not be that forthcoming. Some of them may not be that helpful. Take note of this. Do not let it bother you, but you share your energy with those who share their energy with you. That's what you want to do. All right. Jeannie Mnuchin, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years. And thanks for using members only emojis. Here we go. Okay, we've already decided we as a collective do not hate this card. This is death. And so for you, Jeannie, this could be about welcome change. And I know you're looking to make some big changes in your life coming up and have done a good project recently that I think is a change maker as well. So this week, look for the positive changes and look for the things that bring you to positive change. Anka, finally, not a work-related card. You're so right. That's so funny. So next up, we have Christina R., where we're going to do Christina, her mom, and her sis. And while I'm shuffling, let me remind you that tomorrow, Tuesday, there is an in-person tarot class in Stuart. You can get a ticket right on my website. There are seats available. Please feel free to join us. Number 2, on Wednesday, and the link is already up for this, we are recording the January Taroscope. So the members are welcome on YouTube to join us as we record the January Taroscopes and do some bonus questions. All right. So here we go. Christina R. And what you're saying, oh, this is interesting. One of the jobs I'm waiting to hear from is deciding today who they're going to offer to. Honestly, and this is the Hierophant. It came up in the 3-card weekly reading as well in the collective reading. So very auspicious for you. This could indicate that it's going to be you. This could be like, this is so positive for getting the job that uses your advanced education. I don't want to give you false hope, but one way or the other, like you really may be the one who's chosen. One way or the other, the right job is close at hand. Okay, now for your mom, Karen, the Queen of Pentacles. I love this. I feel like this week we're going to see things start to come together in terms of well-being, money, groundedness, all of the things you need. And that's a beautiful thing. And for Kim, this is for Christina R.'s sister, Kim. We have the Page of Cups. So this is a sign to really be kind to yourself and others this week, and to be open to all the ways that love presents itself to you this week. And Jeannie says, Happy Hanukkah for all those who celebrate. The first night of Hanukkah was last night. Yes, indeed. Okay. Up next, we have Vaishali. Good to see you. Excuse me. Thanks for being here. Here we are, Vaishali. King of Cups reversed. So I have a really offbeat interpretation for this for you. But my question is, Vaishali, now or in the past, has there been a focus on you have to please others around you? You have to do what pleases others. Has there been more of a focus on pleasing others than pleasing yourself? Because that could be part of the issue. So this week, focus on pleasing yourself and see what happens. All right. Smile Soul 20, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years and a moderator. I love this. 3 of Cups, wine, women, song. We love all of this. Smile Soul 20. This week, really try to have a happy social week. Try to be open to making new friends, spending time with old friends, and especially leaning into the women around you that you really enjoy. All right. So the name is Dummy Handle, but we know who that is. It is Pamela Phillips. Thank you, Pam, for being a member for more than 4 years and for using members-only emojis. We're going to do you, your daughter, and Pip. And Hippie Pippy, of course, is also a member here. All right, here we go. For you, Pamela, I shuffled. You saw me shuffle, but you also get the 3 of Cups. And I think this is great because you're a dancer, you're a tarot reader. There's a lot you do that connects you to friends, but especially to female friends. And so let this be a joyous week of music and gathering and enjoying the people around you. This is a beautiful thing. All right. For your daughter, the 9 of Swords reversed. It's been a tough run. This week, you may start to see a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel. And for Pip in England, the Queen of Wands reversed. This week, make sure you're taking good care of yourself. You may feel tired. You may feel like you're not in your normal energy and vitality. Do what you have to do, whether that's to rest or to push yourself. Do what you have to do to restore that vitality. Okay, and welcome everyone joining. Jennifer, Graciela, Shraddha, so good to see all of you. You are all in the queue. All right, Barbie Bird, here we go. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years and for using members-only emojis. We're going to do you and Michelle. Michelle, of course, is Mixuir. All right, so Barbie, I love this for you. I know you've been feeling super meh, you know? I know that. But we start the week, Barbie. Oh, good, you're here. Good. We start the week with the 3 of Wands. And for me, the 3 of Wands is definitive for success. Like, you may not see it. Like, you're in this place where you're like, well, why am I doing blah, 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 blah. But what you're not seeing is that you are lining everything up to create success for yourself. You may see some signs of this week. One way or the other, be enthused and uplifted by the idea that everything you're doing will lead you toward exactly what you want in the long run. Now, for Michelle, Barbie, I don't. I'm losing my mind. I understand. And I'm not trying to gaslight you or hit you with toxic positivity, but sometimes things are working behind the scenes. And there it is. Now, for Michelle Mixuir, I saw you here earlier. I bet you're at work, so you might be in and out. But here's a card for you. Michelle, This is the Hermit. And I love this particular version of the Hermit because it's like, is it safe to come out? And I feel like Barbie requested for you. Michelle, mix you ear. I feel like that's kind of how you're feeling. Like, where is exactly safe and who is safe to be around? And where do I feel okay? And so, I'm just getting that from this particular drawing. But when we look at the Hermit, we recognize that you are often in a position of having a greater understanding of what's going on than other people do. And that puts you in like what they call Cassandra syndrome, where you're more aware of what's going on than other people are. And I feel like you have to get to a place where you can just be in your happy little bubble wherever you go and not let other people's energy get onto you. I think that's what the deal really is, Mixuer. All right. Let's see, who is next? Pamela says, happy Hanukkah and happy holiday season. Same to you. Whatever it is you're celebrating this time of year, I am celebrating with you. Okay. 64, Amy Penn. Here we go. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. The Five of Wands reversed. So this tells me that even some things that feel irritating, very irritating, can be solved without conflict this week. So look for the strategies that allow you to avoid conflict. Sometimes conflict cannot and should not be avoided, but here you can avoid it. Oh, this is so beautiful, talking about our season right now from Jeannie. Season of light in the dark for all traditions, resilience, luminosity from within, sharing and community and compassion for the struggles of life. There it is. Thank you so much, Jeannie. That is beautiful. Okay, up next, Teresa. So good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years, for using members only emojis, and for being a moderator. A card for the week ahead for you. What do we have here? We have Temperance reversed. Okay, Teresa, a word to the wise. What do they say? Forewarned is forearmed. There's a lot coming at you this week that could really cause you to feel a loss of balance, a loss of patience, and a sense that you don't know how to solve your problems. Do not listen to any of that. Rather, remember that you always have the power to stay balanced, stay patient, and find the solution. Oh, Mixuir, that's so sweet. Mixuir says to Jeannie Mnuchin, thanks, Jean, I needed to hear that. Yeah, absolutely. Juby, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member and for using members-only emojis. Juby, Seven of Wands. So this week may not be easy, Juby, but it could be delightful. What do I mean by that? I feel like there's going to be ways you feel on your own, you feel maybe even attacked, or at least not supported. But if you just rise up and do what you need to do, you will be super successful, and then you can laugh at everybody else. Seriously. I mean, I know that's not really your personality, but sometimes it's not the wrong thing to do. Oh, Donna, thank you for the Six of Pentacles reversed. It's an eye-opener, and I'll keep myself open with love and grace. I know you will. You're very welcome. Mixuir, Christiana, you nailed it. I've been really dealing with figuring out what and who is safe. Yeah, got it. Okay. Nalini, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years and for using members-only emojis. Nalini, there's that Five of Wands. I think that's stalking us as a collective right now. So you may be feeling some conflict this week. Just make sure that you fight for yourself, not against yourself. I'm going to say that again. Fight for yourself, not against yourself. All right. Liz Harrison, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years and for using members-only emojis. Card for the week, Ace of Wands reversed. You may not be feeling your best. You may be feeling tired. You may be unwell in some ways. You may feel like you don't have the energy you need. This week, do what you have to do for self-care in order to turn this around. Lisa E., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. We're going to do a card for you and for Jenna. Okay, and then Jenna Perkins comes up right after. So we've got 2 Jennas right next to each other. Okay, so we're starting with Lisa E. And there's that Temperance reversed. This week, you're going to have to work extra hard to feel patient, to feel balanced, and to feel like you've got a handle on everything going on. It will not be easy, but you can do it, and it's what you must do. Now, for Lisa's daughter, Jenna, the 3 of Swords. There is real heartache here. There is something going on that is really hurtful and really upsetting. And do what you have to do to heal, but do not be victim to this. Now, for Jenna Perkins. Jenna Perkins, thanks for being a member and for using members-only emojis. Jenna, we have the 7 of Pentacles. So we know this. This is a card of hard work. But we do believe that it is hard work that leads to success. So this week, be willing to work hard. And be willing to work hard with like, man, is any of this even going to pan out for me? Because in the long run, it absolutely will. It absolutely will. All right. Audrey M., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years and for using members-only emojis. Good to see you. Okay, Audrey M., here we are. I shuffled, but you also got the 7 of Pentacles. So, once again, this could be a week of hard work. Maybe it's a task that you have set out for yourself. Maybe it's something you've been assigned, but be willing to roll your sleeves up metaphorically and do what needs to be done. You will be glad for the result. Over on Instagram, Mrs. O, so good to see you. I hope you're doing great. Here is a card for you. The 10 of Swords reversed. So it's bad, but it's not that bad. Like either something that has been difficult is getting better, or something that you're upset about will not turn out to be as bad as you feared. So look to what causes you the most anxiety and take this as permission to dial it back some. And while we're over there, Robin Renee over on Instagram, buenos dias to you. I bet you want a card, so I'm just going to give it to you. Yes, here's a card for you. Okay, Robin Renee, Lovers reversed. I feel like at this time of year, like you've been like, where's my man's for a really long time. And this time of year, being single is not easy. But as Taylor Swift would say, do not eat out of the trash. No one from your past. And be open to celebrating right now your independence, your strength, and your own ability. And remember that you have the ability of discernment and making choices. Remember that. Oh, Mrs. O, I'm so pleased. I've been stressing about something. Got you. Got you. All right. And then Mrs. O says, love that phrase. So good. So good. All right. Here we go. Let's see. Joanne Ellis, you are up next. And Joanne says, thank you for your message on Saturday Psychic Sampler. I understood your message and found it very helpful. I'm always in doubt as I like to see the good in people. I understand. And man, if that's the worst thing about you, Joanne, you're doing okay as a human being, right? All right, so Joanne Ellis, thanks for being here. A card for the week ahead for you, and you get death. This card has been stalking us. This week, be open to changes. Be willing to change up something. Maybe it's changing up a holiday tradition. Maybe it's welcoming a positive change in your own life. One way or the other, look with happy anticipation for positive change. All right, hey, Terry Rosario. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Back from Colorado and fighting an upper respiratory infection. So sorry to hear that. Thanks for being a member. Glad you're back safely. Hope you had a good time other than the illness. Thanks for using members only emojis. 7 of Cups reversed. It is really important when you're not feeling well not to think too much. Like this week, I think you need to do a lot to ground back into where you are, get your health back together and get back to your routine. And it will not be easy. So be kind to yourself and do not expect too much of yourself this week. All right. Oh, TJ and GA, this is fun. Okay, this is a question for anyone. Does anyone know of a deck where the Ace of Cups is a cup of coffee? That would be my perfect card. I think Aunt Lily's Tarot. It's like a Starbucks cup, I think. But anyone else know? Ace of Cups, cup of coffee. What deck would that be? Go ahead and ring in and tag TJ for that. All right, here we go. Back over to Instagram for a moment. Robin Renee, you're very welcome. Over on Instagram, we have beautiful Gemini, who's also a member on YouTube. A card for the week ahead. Ace of Cups reversed. We don't love this reversal. So this week, if there is sort of a person that you've been dating or like a new person in your life, it may not be going as well as you would like. That's one thing. The other thing is you may just not be feeling the love the way you want to be generally. So let's turn this right side up to really welcome that spirit of love in your heart. That's what's necessary. That's what's really necessary. And welcoming a new subscriber, Josephine. Thanks for being here. All right. Let's see, where are we? Baby Cakes, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Baby Cakes. King of Wands. Remember when you were asking, it was either Saturday or Sunday, you were asking if you should just give up on the things you're trying to do. And the answer was very clearly not. Do not give up. And this really goes along with that, Baby Cakes. Lean into creating what you want. Be the king of that vision and lean into that. Lean into your ability to create what you want in your life. Very good. Revival of Venus, so good to see you. You can scroll back. I got you earlier and I'm glad you're here. All right. LP, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. A card for you. Yes, indeed. What do we got? It's the Knight of Pentacles reversed, black. So LP, this week, there may be some financial things that need your attention. You may feel like you're not moving forward the way you want to. And so see what you have to do to change that, whether it's changing your feeling or your action. One way or the other, something may need to change. Revival of Venus, you are very welcome. Martha Vink, my good friend, thanks for being here. We really appreciate you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years and for using members only emojis. 8 of Swords. There's something going on right now that is creating some anxiety. And honestly, take your pick. There's probably a whole list of things. But you know what just came to me as I was pulling this card for you? Beyond gratitude for our many years of friendship, just recognizing that you are a voice for kind Christianity. And those voices are being drowned out right now a lot. And recognize that your voice can be heard, is heard, and will be heard. And I hope that at least will assuage some of your anxiety here. All right. Where am I? Okay. Joyous Ocean, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. We're going to do you and Jada. All right. Joyous Ocean, here we are. For you and Jada. Joyous Ocean, you get the Lovers reversed, which seems to be stalking us, I'm afraid to say. So, Joyous Ocean, I think you're kind of figuring out who your friends really are and who they aren't. Taylor Swift quote. And now you know exactly who your friends are. They're the ones with matching scars. Seriously. Do not give energy this week to people who do not deserve your energy. That's the bottom line. And for Jada, oh, I love this. The 2 of Wands for you, Jada. This is a good week for you to think about the future and the future you could have and really believe in it. Believe in creating what you want and making it happen. All right. All right, here we go. Lily H is up next. Lily H, here you go. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. Back from Europe, little under the weather, understood. Yeah, you're the second person here today, back from travels, not feeling well. So sorry, and I'm sending you lots of healing energy. Here's a card for your week ahead, and of course, glad you're back safely. Queen of Cups. Drink lots of water this week, seriously. This week, just allow yourself time to rest and heal with gratitude for all the good things. And, you know, I think this can be a week of peace and joy for you. And maybe some boxes of tissues. Okay, DH, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. DH, you get the 10 of Pentacles. We love this. The spirits of the ancestors are around you and guiding you. Your new home, I think, is really shaping up. There's a lot here to be grateful for. So this week, whether it's about family and friends around you or the spirits around you or both, really celebrate the support that you have. Susan Kelly, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Glad you're here. You're new here, and we welcome you. Everyone say welcome to Susan. Susan Kelly. Okay, here's a card for you. It is the Hermit reversed. This week, spend time with your friends. This week, resist the urge to kind of hole up and be on your own. Talk to people you care about and recognize that you have an energy that wants to share with others. So let that happen. Febborn, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Febborn, Page of Wands reversed. So this week, there may be a grandchild getting in trouble, just saying. But beyond that, your own fledgling creative energy. Sometimes it's strong, sometimes it's less strong. And when it's less strong, you think it's gone away because it arrived so magically. You think it might go away the same way. I promise you, it has always been there. It just took a long time to discover. And so if you're feeling less inspired or less creative, know that that is the normal ebb and flow. That's it. Danielle Knapp, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for the week ahead. The 3 of Wands reversed. there's something that is not working for you. Something that you thought would have a better outcome is not having the outcome you wanted. Something that you believed would take you forward in a positive way does not seem to be doing that. Be willing to pivot. Be willing to change up what you do in order to have a better outcome. Let's see. Yeah, I agree, baby cakes. Fall, winter, spring travels are hard now because of all the diseases. Yeah, it's true. Astro Ascension, so good to see you. Hope you're doing great. Thanks for being a member. And here's a card for you. Hanged Man reversed. I love this for you. This is the time to take control. And I see you're doing that anyway. To take control of your future, of your life, of what you want, and make it happen. You're doing it. Febborn, you were so on point. Thanks for the uplift. Hey, that's what we're here for. Thanks for being here. Ashley, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Ashley, we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And so to me, you may find that there are some things going on this week that are not to your liking. There may be things you can do to make changes, to make them better. Or it may be you just have to wait for the wheel to turn. This week, pay attention to what is within your control and what is not within your control. And don't spend energy if it's not within your control. That's the bottom line. Jennifer Melissa Diaz, good to see you. Thanks for being a new member here. We appreciate you. Here's a card for you. The Two of Wands reversed. I think sometimes it's hard to figure out what it is you want to manifest. What is it that you want to create for your future? How do you envision your future? You had a vision for your future and now it's changed. So this week, think about what is the new vision for the future. Find it and hang on to it. Okay. Shraddha K, good to see you. Thanks for being here. You have the Devil. This week, be careful about what you're attaching yourself to. Make sure that the benefits are worth the risk, and look at what you've always been attached to and ask yourself, do those attachments still make sense? Okay. Graciela Garcia, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member and for using members only emojis. We're going to do a card for you and for your husband. Okay, Graciela, for you, the Eight of Cups reversed. So here's the question. Are you being tenacious or are you being stubborn? I feel like you're hanging on to something. Is that out of tenacity or is it out of stubbornness? I can't answer that. But you need to. Good luck. And for your husband, the High Priestess reversed. There may be a way that you are not feeling balanced, and there may be a way that you're feeling a frustration or an upset that you're not sure how to express. Communication is going to be key here, even when that's difficult. Okay. Sarah F., good to see you. Thanks for being here. We're going to do you and Zach. So great to see you. Sarah F. 10 of Swords reversed. So it's not going to be as bad as you think it's going to be. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. It's not going to be as bad as you think it's going to be. Seriously. This is to let you know that some things that you're upset with or about, it won't be as bad as you're thinking. And for Zach, we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. This week, you have to spend time nurturing health and well-being and all the resources. And you may feel like you don't have enough resources, but nurture what you can and things will get better. Eloquent Rage, so good to see you. I enjoyed your conversation with Erica. Thought I would stop by. Continue being amazing. Thank you so much. Let me know if you'd like a card. And everyone, I will share the link in the posts on YouTube. But I did have a Sunday conversation with Erica Robinson on her channel in the Company of Cards just yesterday. So you can go check that out. And if you're not subscribed to Erica, you might enjoy her. Okay. Lexian, good to see you. New subscriber. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for being here. Everyone say welcome to Lexian. Here is a card for the week ahead. Three of Swords reversed. We are grateful for this reversal. What this means is you are healing. There has been pain. There has been difficulty, but you are healing. There we go. All right. Ray Shelley, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a reading for you. For the week ahead, we have the High Priestess. This week, stay balanced. Recognize that you do not need to lend your voice to a conversation unless you want to. Really stay focused on your own internal journey. And recognize that there may be some things this week you need to pay attention to, down to the detail. Cassandra Revelta, it is so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. We're going to do you and your mom, Raquel, who is also a member. That's fabulous. All right, here we go. Cassandra, for the week ahead, Magician reversed. You are so tired of teaching, it's not even funny. Oh my gosh. This week, though, be careful about bad communication, misunderstood communication. Be careful about that. And remember that you have the tools, the skills, and the ability to do whatever you need to do. All right. And for your mom, Raquel, who is also a member here, Ace of Swords. This week, you know what's up. You know what's going on. Speak the truth. Do the right thing. All will be well. Eloquent Rage, I see your request and you are in the queue. I will be getting to you very quickly. Up next is Jazzy J, the Tarot Mage Game Cat. So good to see you. Here's a card for the week ahead for you. Page of Cups reversed. Ooh, be careful about mood regulation this week, Jazzy J. Be careful about speaking something that you can't take back later. Really try to speak with grace and with love. And if you can't do that right now, try to keep your mouth shut. Seriously. Renji, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. We're going to do you and your husband, Ferdinand, of course. So for you, Ren, Queen of Swords, I love this. This week, you know what's going on. You want to nurture the truth. You want to nurture your intelligence and your communication. And you want to make sure that people listen to you because you're telling the truth. And for your husband, we have the Queen of Cups reversed. So Ferdinand, you need to make your business making your wife happy. Seriously, lean into making your wife happy and listen to her. Okay. Helen 895, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member and for using members only emojis. Okay, here we go. Card for you. We have the Page of Wands reversed. Helen, this week you really may not be feeling your energy. You may be feeling tired. You may be feeling uninspired. Do what you have to do, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, to nurture your well-being and find your inspiration. Oh, Jazzy J. Oh, gosh, that really hits. I've been feeling a bit too emotional lately and need to think before I speak. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, we've all been there regularly. Daughter of the Earth, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I love your name. Here's a card for you, and it's the Empress. What better card for Daughter of the Earth to get than the Empress, the Mother of the Earth? That is really beautiful. This week, lean into that Earth connection. And this week, lean into your creativity, recognizing your ability to create the life you want. All right. Jennifer Ortega, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. 10 of Pentacles, can't go wrong with this. This is a sign that your ancestors are around you and supporting you. And it is a sign of good things for family, real estate, and money. So lean into all of that this week. Eloquent Rage, once again, so happy to welcome you here. Here is a card for you. You get the Queen of Cups. This week, it's important for you to remember that your happiness matters, that your emotional well-being matters, and lean into those things and pay attention to them. Nurture what makes you happy. Neha, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. We have the Knight of Wands reversed. I feel like something you've been trying to do or acquire or create is not working out the way you want. This week, you may need to pivot in order to cause it to work better. Hey, Christy, good to see you. Would you like a card for the week ahead? It looks like we are coming to the end. So Christy, here we go. And then I think we're moving into last call. So everyone check. If you did not get your card, it's because I didn't see it. I didn't see your request. Please reiterate. And if you're here and have not asked for a card, now's the time. Okay, so Christy, the Hierophant reversed. This week, think outside the box. Do it your way. It is better to roll your own than to buy pre-rolled. Take that as you will. But seriously, think outside the box and do it on your own. Question authority this week. Sarah, thanks so much. I can only assume the thing I'm worried about is the move coming up, starting to get rid of stuff. Understood. It will not be as bad as you think. That is the bottom line. All right, my friends, we are at last call. I am so grateful to all of you. Wherever you're coming in from, I'm grateful to you. Thanks to the members, the moderators, people who make a financial commitment. Thanks to you. Thanks to everyone who hangs out here with me. I really appreciate you. So tomorrow evening, if you happen to be local, there is a tarot class that I'm teaching. We're doing tarot spreads in Stewart at my office. There's a link. You can buy a ticket on my website, and there's a link to my website right on in the description. On Wednesday, the link is already up for that on YouTube. Members only will be recording the tarot scopes. Join us and get a bonus reading at the end. Most importantly, I'm available for readings throughout the holiday season. My motto is I work when you play. So whenever, wherever you are, you want to work with me, in a mentoring session or for a reading or both, just reach out. Again, there is a link to do so. Oh, Eloquent Rage, message received with gratitude. Thank you so much. We're so happy to welcome you here. All right, my friends, I think that's a wrap. I appreciate all of you so very much. I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Reach out and book a reading or a mentoring session. Members, I hope to see you on Wednesday. Thank you, everyone. Take really good care.